Friends, Namaste. Greetings to all from Deepak Dwivedi. Earlier this month, the Vice President's house in New Delhi hosted the launch of the book I Am, compiled by Shri Gopichand P. Hinduja. The event saw key leaders like Vice President Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Swami Chidanand Saraswati ji, and Shri Ashok P. Hinduja come together to discuss the book's important message. The book covers key principles from 13 major religions practiced globally, with contributions from top scholars of religious studies. It highlights the common values across different faiths and focused on oneness. A special chart within the book shows how people from diverse paths are more united than we often realize, especially in the practical aspects of daily life. The Vice President praised the book as a guide for unity and dialogue in today's world, while Ashok Hinduja emphasized its role in promoting peace and mutual understanding. Friends, this is the book I Am, launched by the Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Paramarth Niketan Chief Swami Chidanand Saraswati, and Ashok P. Hinduja. Let's dive into the key moments of this inspiring event now.
On behalf of the Hinduja family, Harsha and I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Vice President for kindly agreeing to release the book and graciously hosting us all today. Sir, your government embodies the philosophy of Sarva Dharma Sambhav, equality and respect for all faiths, without appeasement of any. This principle is the very essence of our culture, and it is deeply inspired by my brother GP to compile this book. Sarva Dharma Sambhav, which promotes harmony by extending equal respect to all religions, is a timeless philosophy that resonates universally. Let me now share with all of you what inspired my brother GP to compile this book. Formerly educated at Mumbai University, GP considers himself to be a student at the University of Life. For him, experience is the best teacher. At the young age of 17, he deep dived into our family business and relocated to Iran. Later, he moved to the UK in 1978, navigating different cultures across several geographies while maintaining its Sanatan traditions has always been the way of life for our family. Our journey has been enriching and our businesses have flourished because promoting multicultural understanding has been an article of faith for us. Moved by the heartbreaking strife and bloodshed that the world so often witnessed when religion was wielded as a tool to assert cultural superiority, GP often wondered if religion is the stepping stone to discovering one's spirituality, then how come that which is supposed to unite creates division? Hence, we brothers used to often pose this question to different spiritual leaders, masters, intellectuals, and world leaders whenever we got an opportunity. All of them said the same thing. The differences between religions are superficial and largely external. They are amplified by our own prejudices, biases, and unwillingness to embrace diverse perspectives. Inspired by the wisdom of this conversation, GP felt compelled to compile this book for the younger generation. He hopes that it will help them positively and influence them to navigate the globalized and interconnected world where geographical borders are increasingly losing their relevance. While lines on maps may define territories, they should never divide us. Our hearts must remain borderless and limitless, embracing respect and empathy to all. Only through such openness can we foster groundbreaking, innovative ideas for the future. This tolerance and mutual understanding are crucial for creating an environment of peace, which in turn paves the way for prosperity. As our scriptures beautifully reminded us, prosperity follows wisdom and peace. The title I Am was chosen deliberately to provoke introspection. It invites readers to shed the limitations of identity. I am this or I am that, and instead embark on the discovery of who am I. We hope this work fulfills its purpose. If it inspires even a handful of young minds to think differently and contribute meaningfully, GP shall consider this endeavor a deeply satisfying part of his legacy. Thank you, Jai Hind.
It's wonderful today. What not only India, what needs, I can see the need of our world is to recognize ourselves. In the Kumbh Mela also, people who are coming, you will be amazed. We have almost 410 million people already there. People don't understand, mostly it happens, the my way is the highway, or my way or no way. Very beautifully, which is very universal. If you want to survive together, if you want to thrive together, only one thing, let all the noble thoughts come from all directions. Our Honorable Prime Minister of India made assured that give a vision to people what India stands for. The G20, when people come here, because they came to Rishikesh also, I remember, when we had a discussion with them, and there, they were very happy to see that they came as G20, when they returned, they became G21. This is spirit of India. The Hinduja family, they have understood life is not only to have more, life is to be more. And being more is sharing more, giving more, serving more, caring more. And that also without barriers of borders of caste, creed, region and religions. आदरणीय धनखड़ जी की क्या लाइफ है, कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचे, क्यों पहुँचे? He has not given importance to valuables, to values. Values, और ये values हैं जो हमें जीवन में महान बनाती हैं, हमें जड़ों से जोड़ती हैं और हमें अपने मूल और मूल्यों से जोड़ती हैं. We have to save this culture of oneness, togetherness, inclusiveness, allness. This allness is the key. That's why we have all these mantras. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya. श्री जगदीप धनखड़ जी, मैं बहुत गौरवान्वित हूँ कि आप इन वैल्यूज को जीते हैं. एंड आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू और हिंदुजा परिवार. और यही भारत का मिशन है. लेट अस बी टुगेदर. द पावर ऑफ टुगेदरनेस इज द ग्रेटेस्ट मंत्र, द ग्रेटेस्ट म्यूजिक and the magic for the coming centuries. Thank you. Wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen in the entire audience, the guest list emanates from Ashok Hinduja ji, except with one variation, and that is Vipul Rumta. Vipul Rumta, I know him since birth. His father has shaped me and mentored me over the years. His father, alumnus of Blitz and happened to be one of the most distinguished chairmen of the largest public sector in India, Steel Authority of India. Vipul Rumta presently is MD and CEO, SDFC Capital. His focus area, and that is very dear to the heart of the Prime Minister. And Prime Minister has realized his dream by making available 40 million houses to the poor. Vipul's area of involvement is affordable housing. And the Honorable Prime Minister himself tweeted when he participated in one of the events. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had a public life of over 4 decades. I I do not figure out an event that comes even close to it. This is indeed a profoundly unique moment. The release of I Am, a thoughtful and thought-provoking assimilation by Shri Gopichand P. Hinduja. He celebrated his 84th birthday last fortnight on January 29. I had the good fortune to call him, to greet him, to inquire about his health and well-being, and wish him happy, healthy and long life full of creativity. Friends, this launch taking place in Bharat, the land of Sanatana, the cradle of one of the oldest civilizations and global spiritual center, carries deep significance. The title, when we scratch the surface, which we often do, and which more often than not is avoidable, the title is intriguing, but only till one sails into its pages. And let me buttress my comment. King Charles III of the United Kingdom had appellations for this treatise. Sheikh Nayan bin Mubarak Ali Al Nayan, Minister of Faith and Tolerance in UAE, has glorified it. The nation is no longer a nation with potential as it used to be called. Viksit Bharat is not a dream any longer. It is definitely object and achievable to all intents and purposes. It shall be achieved when India celebrates centenary of its independence in 2047, if not earlier. But friends, this wholesome scenario faces forces seeking to exploit and perniciously amplify artificial divides of caste, class, creed, color, culture and cuisine. It is excruciating pain at my level in my position that people with deep understanding of the dangers that are inherent in such an approach, tied to partisan interests, narrow interests, take to public platforms to espouse these pernicious tendencies. I have no doubt, friends, and this emanates from the book. Belief in faith is voluntary. It must be call of conscience. Faith generated by doctrine or manipulation is pathetic exploitation, the worst form of human exploitation. If it is by way of allurements, temptations, empowerment with this, I have no words, I am holding myself back, this ulterior motive. Imagine if the object is to secure supremacy, primacy over others, subject others to hegemony by demographic prowess, then the concern is extreme. This concern, friends, is a writing on the wall at the moment. In most nations of the world, the book has come not a day too soon. The book is a beacon of guidance to such misguided souls. But for us, for the largest democracy, as I said, home to 1/6 of humanity, with the sterling historical record of inclusivity, sinister forces with strategized inimical stance, even to the idea of Bharat, are unfortunately securing space by way of orchestrated anti-national narratives, non-organic engineered demographic variations, influx of illegal migrants in millions, and alluring conversions, to refer just to some. These are, friends, potentially existential challenges to the philosophy emanating from the book and to the philosophy Bharat has lived for over 5,000 years. In such a scenario, to ensure India's continual development journey and drawing from a sense of all faiths, it is our bounden spiritual ordainment to neutralize such viciously divisive misadventures. Bharat's spiritual and cultural heritage is not only our strength and unity's foundation, it is for world stability, harmony and peace. We all will have to work in unison and togetherness to make it impregnable. Friends, this book underscores universal relevance of Bharatiyata virtuosity that is discernible in all faiths. The book reminds preachers and practitioners both. We can respect and appreciate others' truth without alluring conversions. Unity needs no uniformity. Bharati is a perfect example. It exemplifies unity in diversity. In all facets of human behavior, tolerance means not triumph over others. Disruption must yield to dialogue, disturbance to deliberation, conflict to consensus. We find in the world hard, rigid stands being taken. It has been said by our sages, irretrievable confrontational stance is antithetical to the essence of all faiths and smacks of misplaced self-righteousness and judgmental approach. It is crossing all fault lines, getting into the red area. These principles we must adopt. Tolerance, coexistence, dialogue, consensus, because these will free society from the afflictions I have indicated. Friends, this philosophy, the author is cognizant of the fact, is also evidenced in Hinduja Group's vision, fostering inclusivity, sustainability, and cultural understanding beyond being a multi-sector powerhouse. Hinduja Group's contributions transcend conventional CSR. Building a Gurudwara and a crematorium in Iran, showing extraordinary commitment to preserving identity. Recently, I was at the Bhumi Pujan ceremony of Nandlal Nawal Center of Indology at Bharati Vidya Bhavan in New Delhi. And there I presently gathered that the Hinduja Group established the first overseas branch of Bharati Vidya Bhavan in New York. The group bridges the East-West divide through the Dharm Hinduja Indic Research Center at Columbia University, reclaiming our civilization narrative globally. I commend Shri Gopichand P Hinduja for this remarkable anthology and Shri Ashok Hinduja for enabling its release. I pray one and all, may the message that is in the book resonate with the spiritual seekers, thought leaders, active citizens, and one and all. Jai Hind.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
सर आगे से